Hi, good evening. Today is October 20, 2025. It's 10:43 p.m. U.S. Central Time, and my name is Rinaldo J. Aguiar Marcano. This is just an addition to the previous video. There's another question I was meaning to ask, and I forgot. So I was looking in the pipeline, and it kept running, right? On the previous run that I was doing about the federal filing, right? And the pipeline added more things into the chain of liability, and this thing has super high score, but I don't know if it's something that I can act on, or how, right? Um, because I know that judiciary officials generally have immunity, right? On things that are related to the cases that they review or work on, right? For obvious reasons, because otherwise they would be scared to make decisions, right? So that makes sense. But I'm going to tell you the observation in the pipeline, right? So it's about the Monell claim and the violation of civil rights under the color of a state law. The observation is related to a section in the unofficial transcripts of the hearings in which Morgan Heipner asks the judge for the petitioner to go pick up things at the house in Britton Ridge Drive, right? Like the house in Lake Point Estates. And Morgan Heipner proposes hiring a police officer to go with her to my house, right? And in the exchange, I asked the judge and them, meaning Morgan Heipner and the judge and the petitioner, I asked them if there is any other way, because obviously, right, this criminal network has been harassing me with the police for over a year, right? And I don't want a police officer to be inside of my house, because what happened with Officer Gloria, Officer Walker, like I can make a list, right? So and this is on the record, like this was in front of the judge on the record, right? And I asked them if there's any other way, right? Any other way, I would agree to anything they want, because I want to avoid a situation in which I have to let a police officer inside of my house. And Morgan Heipner pressed the issue, and she said, no, we want the police officer to go to your house. And the judge said, you guys are going through a divorce, and the best thing to do is to send the police officer to go inside your house, right? So, so this is an officer of the court furthering the harassment with the police, right? And at the end, when things started escalating, at the end they didn't send the police officer, right? The petitioner told me to bring the things, and I brought them, right? But they didn't really do it. But it's on the record, Morgan Heipner pushing for that to happen, and the judge also, right? Like the judge saying, no, the police officer is going to come to your house, despite me trying to find any other way to make this happen for her, for the petitioner, without having to put myself in that situation in which I had to let a police officer armed inside of my home, right? Given everything that has happened. So the pipeline thinks that this is an important observation in terms of the Monell claim, and it's in the record of the September 8th hearing. So, if you can ask the lawyer if I should add this, right? If this is something that I could add, and what would be the best possible way to present this information, right? Well, thank you so much again. Bye.